What's happening? What's happening? We up. What's up? Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. What's happening? What's happening? Once again, you are in the game room with the Game Members Podcast. I'm Sean Mo, the Capo. This is Mick.
This J-Line.
Sometimes Top Dog. Sometimes
J-Line.
Oh, not the J-Line.
J. Anderson.
Y'all know him as J. Anderson Sr., man. Father, activist, survivor. Just all around good dude, man. And before we get started, I want to let y'all know that this podcast is dedicated to amplifying the voices of those often overlooked, fostering community growth, and promoting the overall development of our shared community. And with that, this is my disclaimer. Whoever said it, they own it. And that's who you hold it to. So if I say something that you don't like, guess what? That's on me. You hold me accountable. If Jay say something you don't like, you hold Jay accountable. You got to move this way.
You got both.
Yeah.
The screen.
All right. I'm supposed to be in the middle.
You ain't supposed to be in the middle.
I'm top dog. That's what top dog do. He be in the middle. I'm the top dog. Here, take the phone. Yeah. So
I thought you were reading comments.
I read that.
Oh.
What I need to read. The comments should come across there. Y'all come on in, man. Share the show. Tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. As we get started. Once again, you in the game room with the Game Members Podcast. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing all right. How y'all brothers doing today?
Man, you ain't nervous, you? You
No.
kind of nervous, Jack.
I'm
You got nervous. Here in the pod.
No,
Here in the pod world with the game members. Yeah, I know you.
No, I ain't nervous.
Sometimes I make people nervous. You know what I mean? I make people nervous. What's happening with you today, Mick? You looking black and gold?
That's what I like.
I'm just saying, you looking comfortable right now.
I'm comfortable.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Did you work last night?
No, we didn't go out. No. They didn't call us. They sometimes they don't say. They just call and say, report in an hour, or
I know I got up to go driving and I pulled out the parking thing, man, and my car did like this. I'm like, damn, did nobody give me no salt now this morning?
No, but they went out. The A team. I'm on the B team.
You're on the B team.
Yeah, the A team went out at 4:30 in the morning, I think.
Oh yeah. They must have forgot Mr. T then because there was some shit missing.
Well, Sean, I think they do the best they can.
Well,
that's all I can say.
I hope that they do.
People complain, but until those people jump in a plow truck and plow for 6-7 days straight, then I wouldn't complain.
Okay.
I just wouldn't do that. It's a job.
That's easier said
we do our best.
Right. That's easier said than we got a call or somebody called me. This is Mama Jenkins.
The thing is that
Mama,
it froze
can
up
you hear me?
Saturday.
It froze up.
It froze.
But
So
you
what-
tell people that
Hello?
they don't understand.
It froze.
We on right now, Mama.
Nah, the second time they come like, man, I didn't know it was
Huh?
this.
YouTube and Facebook. All right.
Hey, Mama Jenkins, I'm at the speaker.
Well, she can hear you. She can see. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. So yeah, man. A lot been going on since we last been on the air. Some freezing weather.
Yes.
Right. Police got arrested.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I read it, and I wasn't surprised, right? Because it's a black officer. He committed a crime, supposedly. But I think about the officers that aren't black that have gotten away with major crimes.
Yes.
Homicides, to be exact. And this officer, now, I'm going to speak for myself because as a father, I believe it was my duty to try to prevent my kids from going to jail, which meant I'm not going to spare the ride because I know they're not going to spare them when they get in that system when they get to the joint, right? They're not gonna spare them. I had a conversation with the DA years ago where I told him, I'm gonna chastise my kids, and y'all just gotta do what y'all gotta do, because if y'all get them, y'all gonna ruin their life. Y'all gonna ship them off and forget about them. When you read it, what you think about that? What was your first thoughts?
My first thought, really, he gonna be off the police force and he gonna get paid the rest of his life like all of them do. To me, they get that. They would they suspend him right now?
Yeah, he's suspended right now.
What he gonna do? He gonna resign and retire, and he gonna get paid the rest of his life from the cops. You know, like all of them do.
Yeah.
Like Joseph Mensah's wife, she was stealing that money.
She was what?
She was stealing that money from the police department and from the schools.
Okay.
That's why she.
From what school? She was going to college or something, wasn't she?
But she was doing all that tuition. She had to pay that tuition back, but
okay.
She was gonna go to. She went to court, but you know what they did to her? She
What's
resigned,
that?
y'all. She resigned.
They let her. They let her
resign instead of charging her. She resigned. Now she's getting paid the rest of her life from us, the taxpayer. You know what I'm saying? Really, that's how I go. With my son, he resigned, but they had another spot waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? In Waukesha, because the chief lied.
Oh, you saw Mensa?
Yeah,
Mensa Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph Mensa. Okay.
Yeah, he resigned. They paid him, and you know what I'm saying? They get paid.
Right.
Even though they do a crime, they get paid and get off of there.
Well, I don't know if I think they're gonna try to make an example to prove a point, right? That hey, you know what? We are hard on officers just like we are on the public. Okay, and my first thought about that is he's gonna be the scapegoat. You're gonna use him to prove the point that you're delivering justice equally, which we know is not a fact. What you think about it, man?
I think he's just a human being that messed up. He made a mistake. And now, if that's his character, if that's how he disciplined his children, I don't know. Yeah. But the way I read it, it seemed pretty severe the way he
went overboard. The way that he read it.
So he's a human being. Police are not superhuman. Right. They're human beings, regular people. Yes, and they do regular things. Like the officer that killed that young man that he said went in his pocket. He murdered him. And I don't know on Southside, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one that killed the guy. And now this guy whooping his kids and beating them. I mean, they human, and he got to pay for his crime. That's all.
You know, the thing that I was shocked about was the strangulation part.
Yeah, you go.
That's the thing that really disturbed me if he did it, right? Because if you're gonna chastise your child, if you're gonna spank your child, you have no business with your hands around the stuff.
Right.
Hit his or her throat. In this case, it was a little girl, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a little girl. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe in putting a belt to little girls, right? Now, I might tap you on your hand because you're a little girl, right? But to put your hands around anybody's throat, especially a child, if you did it, he needs to be punished for that. Like you said, he's human. He ain't no superhuman person. However, you do take an oath to remain, to keep, not to mess up your integrity, basically, right? Not to blemish your character. Not to be just a regular citizen, right? You, as a police officer, you are held to a higher standard. And with this brother, man, I really pray that the facts that we saw, they're not the facts. And if he is a good cop, we need good cops, white and black. We need good police, period. Mm-hmm. But if he did that, he needs to be punished. And I'm not a person that say lock him up. I'm gonna give dude a chance, get it, you know. But this right here, you can't give out no chance.
Right.
Basically, for one, it was a child, and two, you are a police officer. Even though you're not superhuman, you took an oath to uphold the law and serve the people. And yeah, you didn't do that. But that takes us right into our next topic. You know, this election cycle. I believe this is a very important cycle, and it can be a life-changing election, right? John Chisholm is retired, and Kent Laverne, which we know personally,
Yes.
is running to become the person that upholds the law, the person that decides who goes to jail, who doesn't. This will be Kent Laverne's duties. And me personally, I feel that, well, I believe in my heart that he is the wrong person for the job.
Yes, he is. Me too.
This guy, this attorney, the Department of Justice didn't want to hire him on, which tells me if the DOJ, and you're a prosecutor, you've been a prosecutor all your life basically, but the Department of Justice saw a flaw somewhere in your character, your resume, your portfolio, and something you have done for them to say we're not going to hire you.
Whoa.
You know that, I mean, that right there should disqualify him. So outside of that, though, do you know who Kent is?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
No.
So
you should have sent me a bio of him.
Well, you don't want to read all that mess.
Well,
that's garbage.
Yeah.
The bio is full of lies.
But I actually remember I just said,
Yeah.
is he business as usual? And you said, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So basically,
so
second in command from Chisholm, right?
Yeah.
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 So he makes the charging decisions on all major cases and all police cases.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Which if we look back into what we just talking about, you got this black officer who is charged with a child neglect or abuse and strangulation or something, right? But you've had dozens of white women, wives of officers, who have been beaten on, some raped, and these officers have not been charged, booked, reprimanded, anything. Some have gone on to be promoted.
Yeah.
Right? You want to share with the people your experience with Kent Laverne, which bring Mickey up to speed a little bit?
Well, Kent Laverne was the assistant. That's who we was dealing with instead of Chisholm. So everything we did when it first happened, we had our lawyers. And I had a guy from Chicago, and we all sat down at the table. He let us sit down because we was at him. We was at them. Yeah. So he sat us down, and and what did he just showed us things and pictures of the cop, and just sitting up, just letting us see from the medical examiner and all that. But he from the beginning, he wasn't on our side. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't on our side at all. He was just letting us do things and say things and move along. That's how it was. One time, me and Sean was down there. He was like, "Yeah, these police officers don't be right no more after they kill somebody."
Yeah.
And we like, well, why is you letting me back? You know what I'm saying? Why you letting me back on? Because I took the what did I take down there? I took my son's funeral thing.
Yeah.
Everything. I had to pay for it. Burial and all that. I took it to him. Quite sure he put it in the trash, but I took that down there. And then it seemed like after me and Sean was just talking to him and at him, it seemed like he started to bring charges on you. He was after you. It seemed like
listen. He told the police I was trying to have him investigated.
He needed to be, which you wasn't, but I don't know.
But as a district attorney and a person that's supposed to protect those who come to you when the law is broken and And when they're feeling at risk or in danger, you're not supposed to tell the person that they want investigated that they're seeking protection from. And this officer was a decorated officer. He's since been moved out of the department to another department, and he's no longer on the streets. I haven't seen him, but what it took to get to that point, and all because we wanted justice. That's all we were after. It was justice. We went so far as to Jalen brought in experts, right? We recreated the scene from the moment that the police got there up until the moment that the other officers arrived, and everything that Kim Motley brought out, we had already delivered to Kent Laverne years prior.
Yeah.
Okay, and after receiving all the evidence, they still chose not to charge. They still chose not to charge.
Which what they do.
Yeah,
That's what they
which
do.
is what they do. And then, by the grace of God, Kim got on the case, and there was a John Doe opened up, which to me that gives credence to the argument that this officer went outside the lines of the law.
Yes, he did.
More
than one time.
Yes.
Three
times. 3 times. This man has taken another person's life, and the district attorney, the assistant district attorney that wants to be your district attorney, stated that after an officer takes a life, that officer is basically not fit to be on the streets.
I remember he said and told you, like, once the officer do the thing. This was his second time.
That was the second time.
He was telling us right then and there, this man ain't right, but we gonna put him back out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood with them cops, man. They get away with just so much. And it's a clan, y'all, of these chiefs. And DAs, all of them. One time we just asked Chisholm, you ever go out to eat with Chief Weber? Oh yeah. They all eat together, all that. They do all that together, y'all. They do all that together. That's how we got to John Doe, because Chief Weber lied and said, what Joseph didn't do. But everything they did with my son, man, they just did everything, bro. It's still stuff my lawyers getting right now I can't even talk about. But the way after he shot him 4 times in the head and 1 in the shoulder, and then they would have what got me with him, how I know he was a coward, y'all, because when they was I was able to watch it to that point where you had them 2 officers going up to the car.
Yeah.
You know what he was doing? Honestly, y'all. You know what he was doing? Behind them 2 officers, that man was doing like this. And they got to the car, he opened the door, he did just like this.
Yeah.
They opened the door. And then the other guy just they was dead wrong, man. They went in the car, got the gun, clicked it all back. Everything they did was just flat out dirty. And then he was all out, had his lights in front. You know how he did lights in front of my son, blinded him, and then when he shot and killed him, he was still alive and kept in the ambulance for an hour there.
Right.
They kept in the ambulance for an hour. Then they shipped him to freighter.
Yeah.
And then they happened to, after all, when Milwaukee came, they set that man in the car, turned the lights on finally. Only reason we got the thing footage because he did it after he shot Baby J. He turned this thing on. He knew exactly what
he turned it back on.
Yeah. He said he had been in the car. He was supposed to have been on that side. That wasn't even his district.
Right. This is, what time was it?
It was my son got to the park at 1:30.
At
It was chilly.
Right.
He got there, I think, at 2:58.
Yeah.
3:06 or 3:07. My son was dead.
Yeah.
And another thing about dude, My son, I found out in the John Doe thing. My son was inebriated. He was a little buzzed.
That's what we were saying, though.
He was inebriated.
Yes.
He had his hands up, y'all. I didn't find that out till we went to the John Doe thing. My son had his hands up for 4 minutes and 50 seconds, y'all.
But isn't that what me and Big Mike was saying, that his hands were probably dropping because they were so tired?
Yes.
Either his hands was dropping or Mensa directed him to pick the gun up. That's the only two things I can see, though.
We don't know what happened.
No, we don't, because he turned the camera off. Yeah. And the audio, right?
Yeah.
It's, which is when they first initiated talks about the camera. It was activists that were gung-ho for this, and I came out against it then, because I stated, okay, they can get the cameras, but if the police control the cameras, it's just like them not having the cameras.
And they showed do all that.
They're not supposed to turn them off. No, I don't understand that.
But they shouldn't be allowed to have any control over them cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
They should.
That's why I said it's a click, y'all. See, after that, when Wauwatosa did it, it was Milwaukee's case now.
Yeah.
But the chief, this is how it closed that. This is how they get away with so much. Chief Weber Lieutenant Ladowski from Wauwatosa went down to the medical exam officer. What the hell are y'all doing here? This is Milwaukee's case now. They went down to the medical examiner's office. And they did that.
We got some questions. We got some comments. From Mama Jenkins. She said, that's a great thing, and Kent Laverne is a double snake. The whole office should be removed. I agree with you, Mama. I agree with you. Shireen Davis, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you, sis. Peace and blessings to you. Mama's son was murdered, was assassinated by the police as well. And Mama said her son's hands were up also, like I surrender, and he got shot through his hand.
Yeah.
Right, which shows that his hands were up.
Didn't that cop stand up on the car and shoot him?
Yes.
Yeah.
The cop chased him down and then jumped on top of the car on the hood and shot down while other people were in the car with her son. And he wasn't convicted. He didn't go to trial.
Nothing.
Kent Laverne, that office decided not to charge. Yet you want to run for office, and he's running under the Democratic ticket because he knows that black people gonna vote Democrat. Mm-hmm. They may not even look at the line at the name. They'll just go down and vote Democrat. Yeah. Which is something else that we gotta stop doing, y'all. The Republican Party owns the mess, but the Democratic Party owns the mess too.
Yes, they are. Seems like they only come out when they want to get voted.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say no name because I've said it enough, but it wasn't the Republicans that we thought were going to stand with the family. It was the Democratic leaders in our communities, people that look like us, right? They chose to not support the family when we were fighting for justice. They chose to support John Chisholm as he ran for office during this time. He was running for office.
Yes, he was.
And
Weber was supposed to retire, but he didn't. But I loved that young lady that was running at the time when my son got murdered. Verona Swannick. She came to my house, sat down, and did everything with me. But she was just telling me how dirty a lot of more stuff she knew. They just let a lot of white people get away with.
Yeah,
she knows she's good on the game, but she didn't get the votes.
Well, that's because a lot of our black leadership came out against her.
Yeah, and I didn't like that.
If they would have supported her, I don't believe our city would be headed in the direction of anarchy. that we are now, because that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Okay, think about it. We got people shooting at police now. They're not caring, right? That's anarchy. When you're ready to go to war with law officials, with the police, you're headed towards anarchy. And they're gonna say it's on us, but it's not. It's on those who we have given the responsibility of monitoring the law, upholding the law, and delivering justice. And when it comes to our community, that's a facade. Justice is a joke in our community.
They would rather see us in the cell, y'all, getting paid. They get paid off us. What is it, 30,000, 40,000 a year they get off us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's more than that?
And they're like 60, 70 now.
Whoa.
I don't know what it is now. I know
That's
back a while ago it wasn't that much.
It
was over like 30,000.
Yeah.
That was in the
that was
80s, 90s, right?
What is it now? 40 to 50?
I believe somebody told me it was close to 60, 70,000.
Right. That's what they
Big
get
about to look it up right now, y'all.
That's off.
If one of y'all know what it is, y'all can let us know. We want to know. Thomas Carson, Big C, thanks for joining us, bro, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us. Carlos.
What's happening, Tom?
So, hey, man, listen, Carlos, right? Carlos, I met Carlos when I was a youngster in the joint, man. Good dude, man. Good brother, man. And I just want to say, hey, man, glad to see you still out here. You know what I mean? We lost a lot of good brothers so far, since we first met. And it's an honor, man, to have you watching us. So all of y'all, we appreciate it. We really do. Share the show, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. And y'all all can come in and we can all be friends, right? But this ain't no Diddy type friendship. We ain't on that Diddy shit.
Well, just to tell you, in 2015 in Wisconsin, it cost $38,644 to incarcerate one person for a year.
That was 2015, you said?
Yeah, that was 15.
That's 38.
But we was more than anybody else. Everybody, not out of the 45 states, just out of the 4 states it showed.
Well, you think about it, man. I want y'all to think about it too. 30, 40 years ago, Oshkosh, Fox Lake, these places were farmlands, right? They have booming economies, and they got some nice businesses to look at, bro. They little cities looking good, man, off those penitentiary dollars.
Oh, yeah.
And you got people, man. People ain't never came off the farm. Looking forward to being a correctional officer, and they get to exhibit their abusive nature, knowing that ain't nobody gonna do nothing. And these penitentiaries have turned into plantations, which takes us right back to this election and why this election is so important. Right? We look at Chevy and David, right? And we look at what they not doing and what they could be doing more, right? But I believe that all those offices should be working in tandem to create a safer city. And when you have an office that's supposed to uphold the law, that's supposed to honor the law, that's supposed to serve justice accordingly, right? Not based on your color, your background, your sexual, none of that. It's supposed to be based off the law. When this one entity fails to do that, the system can't operate properly. And I believe we need to send a message to that district attorney's office, and by sending a message within that office, it'll put everybody else on notice that the black community is organized, can organize, and will stay organized. If you could see anybody run for the office, who would you like to see run for the office, bro? I asked this question with a few people, right? And I'm gonna let y'all give me y'all answers. Then I'm gonna tell you why I think this person would be a good fit.
The only person I want to go for is Veronica Swanigan. That's all. Who else running?
But
Nobody
she ain't gonna,
right, she ain't gonna
back.
run. But other than that, I really don't have no. There's a few people.
When I say that, I'm gonna say you're gonna be shocked. Who would you like to see run, Nick?
Well, I don't know too many.
You can say Donald Duck.
No, I'm gonna say Lena Taylor, like we spoke about before.
That's what I was gonna say.
But Lena's with me when it first happened. She was with me, y'all. On the real, I got to say that she was with me. She was at my house. She was talking.
I was there.
He was there. She was there. We was there. And then I was like, "Was it 2 clips? And was it what's happening now?" And another thing on that DCI tape that I saw, my son had his hands up.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him up like this, but then I knew he wasn't going for no gun when he had that hand up, and then he was pushing back up that hand off the dash, and we stopped it. What's his name? Seffer stopped, like, he's not going for no gun. Right there. Right, you can see it right there. He was pushing back off, back up. Yeah, they let the man get away.
That was a horrible thing.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, I got the call from Mick because I didn't know it was your son. I had seen it.
Yeah,
like, man, that's fucked up. Another brother, and I had met your son previously at the restaurant up on Good Hope.
Yeah, because he's working at Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah,
and both of my sons working there for a minute.
That's where I met him at. I didn't know him, right? And the next call I got was from you. I'm like, damn, that was your son, and me and my family met. And I told you, he was, no, your son was respectful as fuck. He, what I mean? He was, yeah. I thought Lena too, though.
Yeah, Lena, another dude that helped me that I just didn't pay attention to that really, when I see King Rick, he was trying to, he told me, Mick and Sean, he told me, dude was black. But I was listening, at this time, I was just looking, we was trying to figure it out before we went and saw Kent LeBurn, before we were able to see him, and somebody was able to sneak a picture and take a picture of him, like, this the dude who killed that son. But
well, he's not black, he's African,
Yeah, he's Ghana, but King Rick told me he was black. I'm like, no, he ain't, man. I'm like, dude, white. And then the brother tried to tell me he was a black man. I just didn't believe it till boom.
Yeah.
But sometimes, that's worse than white.
Yeah, it is. That's worse. But he's
what
Ghana.
Cube say? Black cop showing out for the white cop?
Yeah. And the way it seemed like me personally, from all the brown and black people Joseph Mitchell killed, that man don't like black and brown people. I'm serious.
No, he doesn't. But what I've been hearing is a lot of Africans don't like black Americans. They feel as though we feel like we better than them, and we're not part of that culture, and which I have African American heritage, right? But I'm not African and American. I can't be African and American.
It's Americans, y'all.
I can be a foundational black American, right? Because my grandparents and their parents, they were here,
Yeah, but you got to figure out back then they just put several names on it. What was it? Negro, black,
colored,
and African American.
Yeah,
we're American, y'all.
No, we more than American.
Right.
Then you have to go research that. I don't want to get into it on this podcast right here, but research who you really are.
Right.
Go back and research it.
Right.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
So don't even call yourself an American. I mean, we from America. Of course, we were born and raised there.
Right.
But I'm saying we lost our identity. And so, the sooner you find out who you really are, you probably have more respect for yourself, and you know, a lot of us that probably have more respect for ourselves.
Let me holler at so hey, we got some more people logging on. KB, Kevin Barnes, Outlaw Radio. You see me, baby. We still outlaws around this joint. My mom-in-law watch, Candy watch. Hey, Candy, cuz what up? Dre, what's happening? Appreciate y'all watching, man. Share the show, share the show, share the show. Tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. And they can all come in. We in the game room, baby. Come on. Join us. Join us. The Packers took a tough loss, man. Oh, the Packers took a tough loss. I feel for you cheeseheads. Feel for you cheeseheads, man. Y'all, you know, y'all not cheddar cheeseheads, y'all Swiss cheeseheads. Y'all, the holes came out, you know what I mean? The weaknesses. They could have won that game. You a Packer fan, Jack?
Yes, sir.
What about you? Well, I know you are, Nick.
Yeah, but it's not about they rebuilding. It's their first year. So how far they got is okay.
I'm proud of them.
It's better than last year when not Brett Outlaw, Aaron Rodgers flew out from Detroit the first round.
Yeah.
He went 2 rounds at least.
I think y'all gonna have a bright future if they can keep that core together. Jordan Love, he gets some love from me, man, because the brother has shown that he deserves that position. You know, and he's earning it. I believe he did earn it. It's time to pay. Time to get paid, young man. Get paid. But next year, people gonna be ready for him, and their schedule's gonna be a little bit harder. It's gonna be a little bit harder. Just be glad that y'all ain't got Dak Prescott. Y'all never get out the first round. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my Dallas fans. I think somebody just left because they're a Dallas fan. We got another comment, Shreen, that please, it wasn't that bad of a beat she need. Come on now. No,
We had the game.
We had that game. That dude, the field goal kicker, he missed that, and then Jordan Love, he shot that interception.
The turning point was when they went for it on 4th and 1.
Yeah.
And didn't make it. So then, that was a mistake of the game. He should have went on, got the 3. If you get in the red zone, don't play games with 4th and 1. Don't kick the
especially when you're trying to move on.
Yep, they should have kicked that first one. It still would have been tied. Instead of they didn't get nothing off that first one.
I think we got some comments about the Packers. Look, Steve, like, man, yeah, well, man, but it ain't no. Serena is agreeing with you, Nikki. I'm so tired of this favoritism, man. Please, it wasn't that bad of a beat she need. Come on now. No, a beat is a beat. What did Bobby Jimmy say? Second ain't first, right? If you ain't first, baby, you ain't winning. You know, nobody wants second place. Because second place does what? Get you sent home. Running up, sorry. But yeah, y'all will be back next year, Lord willing. And I really believe y'all are going to go further. I believe that San Francisco is not going to make it past Detroit. I think Detroit is hungry this year. I thought it was going to be a Detroit-Green Bay conference finals. I really did. Even though I'm a Saints fan, NFC, Raiders fan, AFC, which we will be back next year, baby. Y'all can watch that silver and black because we coming up. The Green Bay, man, I'm proud of y'all. I really am. I feel for y'all fan base because y'all had the game, Jay. It was right there, Jay. It was right there, Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
And it just went away.
It
just went away.
Mm-hmm.
It just went away. So, election season, right? Election season.
Who's running for? I'm wondering who's running for DA.
I haven't seen anybody yet. But the thing about that, right? the great thing about democracy is that a write-in
And that's what I did every
can be
year.
elected.
That's what I did every year. I wrote my son's name down. I really did, honestly.
Yeah. You know, I don't even think a lot of white people are going to vote for Kent Laverne, especially once they find out that he was the charging district attorney in charge, and John Chisholm signed off on these actions. However, it was Kent Laverne that made those decisions, and it was Kent Laverne that made the decision to let Daryl Brooks out of jail, who then went on to run over all the people in Waukesha. So understand the dynamics of this office and what's going to happen if he becomes the district attorney. All of the confidential informants that we see out here continue to break the law as they work with these officers. Kent Laverne is the officer that signs off on those. There's over 200 confidential informants within a 5-block radius of the hotspot on 27th and Atkinson.
How many?
200.
Whoa.
There's not 200 homes, occupied homes in that area. And we know that's one of the areas with one of the highest crime rates in the city.
Yeah.
Right? Well, when you have a pass to go out and do whatever you want to do, you got a hall pass
Straight up.
to break the law. Because I got the district attorney and the police, they're gonna come and save me. And we wonder why the police numbers are so low when it comes to solving crimes and locking people up. You can't solve a crime and lock somebody up if they're working for you and you need them to make other cases. It's contradictory, right? And it's a very disrespectful practice. You're allowing people that need to be locked up.
Let them out.
You letting them out to continue to murder, rape, pillage, and desecrate our communities.
Yeah. For one instance, my brother-in-law daughter and my wife's brother, Virginia daughter, was on 4th and what was that? What's down at Alberta? Whatever. What do you know about the Palace?
Yeah.
4th and Vienna.
Vienna.
That was my niece.
Okay.
Virginia daughter. She had just had an accident and got right. But her and her friends was riding around on 4th and Vienna.
Mm-hmm.
And that young dude, they thought it was another car. He just popped out the top of the sunroof and just lit the car up. He killed her.
Yeah.
He shot the other 2 girls.
Really?
They had him in jail, y'all. They had him in jail.
Okay.
He took a speedy trial. His brother was there. His brother cut out and went down south, I think. They was trying to catch him.
Yeah.
But you know, they should have let the little boy out, but they went on and gave him a bracelet. They gave him $50,000. They let him out on a bracelet, $50,000 bill on a bracelet. And then it was been 8 months. Yeah.
This is after he should.
After he killed Virginia's daughter. And then them 2 young girls had graduated from school when he was standing over by Glendale down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they thought it was a car, but the girls was coming to see them.
Okay.
And they lit them 3 boys, lit their car, and killed that 1 girl and injured the 2. Yeah, that's the same dude. Yep, Officer Spring.
That's the same person.
That's the same little boy. Yep.
Oh, was it? That's
the
the
same dude. That's the same dude, y'all.
So this is what we have to look forward to, y'all.
They let that boy out, and he shot 23 times. The other dude shot whatever, but they killed another girl that just graduated out of high school. They killed her. But if he wouldn't have been out on the streets,
on bail, on the bracelet.
He was on a bracelet. On bracelet. Killing the brother, he was out for murder, and they were waiting on him. They couldn't catch his brother. So they was gonna let him go, but they didn't let him go. Thank God. They gave him a bracelet.
Well, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter because he ended up killing. They lit the car up. They killed the girl.
You know, I got a friend and brother, man. Shout out to the Peer family. My brother Lamont. His son Denari was in a car with an associate that was out on bail, right? And he was out on bail for like 5, 6. He had got caught, got a bail, got caught, got another bail, got caught, gave another bail, right? And he was in a stolen car, speeding. We had an accident, and Denari ended up dead, right? Well, this kid, the person driving the car, he was having bruises and stuff, but Denari ended up dying. And if they had the second time after he was on bail, he should have been given another bail. Not because, we want to be harsh, but because you continue to break the law, and it's obviously something going on, and it might be safest for you to be locked up until we find out what's going on, so that why you can't change this pattern, right? And I don't just blame this kid for the action. I blame the system that allowed him, that basically said, hey, you know what? We don't care. We're going to let you back out to go and do some more crimes. I think we might have a caller, man. Let me see if it's a caller. If not, we're going to hang up on you. I'm just letting you know. So, you with the game members? Hey, who am I talking to? This is Maya. Oh, Maya, niece.
Who?
This is the niece, Maya.
Maya?
Yeah, your
What's
niece.
going on, Maya?
What's happening? That's what's up.
That's what's happening.
Nephew.
Yeah.
That's what's happening, man. Yeah. Okay.
That's good, man.
Listen. That's what we want to hear, man. Listen, this is the type of news that needs to be shared across Facebook and YouTube, everything. Our excellence, right? Our desire to succeed and go further.
Tell him I said congratulations, Maya.
Yep, congratulations.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Well, you know what? I want to say this. Congratulations to nephew, but even more so, congratulations to you. You know, because he's doing the work. Well, you know, a lot of single mothers rock. You know, a lot of y'all rock because y'all understand the assignment, and especially raising young men. It's very hard for single mothers to raise a man, right? But when you have some influences in your family, in your community, that they can look to and that you can draw upon, right? We get success stories like this. You know, where nephew for the second year straight on an honor roll, we going for never under a 3.0. Yeah. So we going for the 3P next year, right? We're going for the 3P. Then the year after that, we gonna sweep, right? We gonna sweep with the 4th year on the honor roll. Tell him I said we proud of him, but it ain't over yet, right? He gotta keep pushing. Yeah. And we gonna keep building as a community, as a family, man. And you know, if we can support this young brother and Maya, man, we need to show that we aren't the exceptions. We are the example. and we can be examples. It shouldn't be a surprise when our children do great things, right? But they don't show the greatness in our children. They often show the kids that are in having problems or some crime or something that causes trauma, right? We got to repeat the trauma with these type of great stories. So I want to thank you for sharing that, niece. For real, tell nephew, man, we proud of it. We really are. Next month is yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
15.
On 76 account.
Yeah. Wow. And this on 76 in Congress?
Yeah.
Somewhere, I don't know where.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 76 account.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, man, that's it's over the past couple weeks, we've heard the stories of our elders and our people that have lost their lives in this weather, some due to this weather. And I know we gonna place blame on the officials and ain't no programs, and ain't enough heating spaces. I want to say this though. When I was growing up, when we were growing up, our community, a lot of our communities were villages, right? That would check on elders, that would make sure that their snow was shoveled and salted, that they could get in and out their house without falling, hitting their heads and dying. Yeah, there should be some blame laid on services if that was the issue, but we don't know. We know that she slipped and fell. But my thing is this, right? My question is this: her being an elder in this community, and we know that the streets bad. We know that the weather ain't conducive to safe driving. Shit, even with the weather being bad, still ain't safe driving, right? Where's her family? If she, does she have a family? Does she have kids? Right? Did anybody know this lady in the community? Right? Was there any interaction with her and the community that she lived in?
Yeah, she worked. She was just leaving work.
She
worked
just
for
leaving
her.
work.
Yeah. And her phone had 911, but she didn't get the
They
call.
said that she didn't get to push it.
But I'm pretty sure somebody saw her fall, but didn't come to her aid.
Didn't come to her aid, which takes me back to the village and how we have stepped away from that concept. The one thing that the riots and the uprisings have shown me over these past few years, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but it's shown me that we once again, we continue to attach ourselves to whatever's popular and whatever can bring funding, right? After these uprisings and these riots, everybody said that we were going to build, we're going to get better, we're going to do better, right? And I don't know about y'all, man, but to me, since 2016, it's only gotten worse. It's after all of these uprisings and riots, where everybody's woke now. Black lives are mattering. We're showing that we're still unconscious. And if black lives don't matter, you know, black lives don't matter to us.
It don't seem like it ever did.
It doesn't.
In our time,
Yeah.
you know, maybe in the 60s, maybe it mattered in the 70s, but now, no, not with our own people. It seems like it don't matter.
So let me ask you something then. How can we be upset or address them when a lot of times, the majority of the times, it's us doing it to us?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't even hold us accountable. How can we expect to hold them accountable then?
But you have to hold the police accountable because, as you said earlier, they bound by law and an oath to protect and serve. So if you can't trust the police who's there to protect you, then society is at, like you said, anarchy. So, but we have a problem killing our own for whatever reason. And that's a different thing. And the police can't stop that. The courts can't stop it. Only we can stop it. Because a lot of this stuff go on, people know about it. They know. You will walk past or know your Facebook friend or real friend. It'll be their people or relative or whatever.
Right.
And they know. But they're not going to say nothing. And to me, that's in conflict. Then you can't complain. If you know somebody that doing something horrendous or killing people or robbing people or whatever, and you do nothing, then you can't complain when it happened to your mother, or your daughter get raped, or I'm not.
So we can go as far as to say you played a part in what happened to you and yours, because up until that point, you turned a blind eye. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't me. It ain't mine, right? These people that continue to walk past, that continue to look over their son, their cousin, their uncle, their brother, selling fentanyl, running around here killing people. You know, you don't say nothing. Then when it happens to you, it's like, oh my God, I need some help. I need some help.
Yeah.
You had a chance to help yourself by addressing the situation. This snitching thing and all that stuff. I just really believe that we have taken that snitching thing and applied it in our community, and now everybody, even people in office, are telling they people not to say nothing. Mind your business. Well, if my neighbor is my brother, my community is my family. If something happens to them, ain't that my business?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be.
Right?
Yeah.
If I'm a citizen and I see another citizen, right, being hurt or they property being tore up, isn't it my role as a citizen to say something?
People work hard for stuff, period.
Yeah, man. Don't nobody just come and taking their stuff or hurting their children or doing something to their mom and daddy. It ain't just young men and shooting young men, beating on young men. We losing women, children, and elders.
And lately, it's been a lot of children.
A lot of children.
Teenagers, y'all.
A lot of children, man.
A 15-year-old just got killed the other day.
On 76 in Mill Road.
Is that where it was? Yeah.
That was in 76 in Mill Road.
And it's
73rd.
73rd Mill Road.
And then somebody later on, that next couple of days, somebody was 76 or before that. Yeah.
At Hampton.
Surely on Hampton.
Yeah.
On Hampton.
I rode past that.
I remember, I'm sure y'all do too, when, you didn't hear about stuff happening out that way. Unless it was in West Lawn, they was doing something, right? But other projects. But a lot of that, remember, that was just space and land. that wasn't developed out there like that. Remember 107th and
all that was
or
for white
91st,
folks.
all that,
That was
yeah.
for white folks.
You know what I mean?
We was trying to hustle and get out the brown deer. Remember,
Yeah.
y'all just all up the condos out there, and you had to hustle. But now it's the ghetto out there, y'all.
Man,
That's West Line out there now. So
it is.
it really is. So.
It is, man.
But I hate black people. We just love to compete with each other. That we ain't gonna get nowhere like that.
You know what?
I'm gonna look out for each other.
I'm gonna go a little bit farther, right? I don't even think it's competing, because ain't nothing wrong with friendly competition.
Right.
When we grew up, our thing was we gonna be better than them 027 cats, the older cats, and we ain't gonna let nobody come in our neighborhood and take nothing from us, right? It wasn't about no competing. It was pride stuff. You know what I mean? Well, it was about the competition. It wasn't no real conflict. We wasn't looking to take them out. We just wanted to be better than them. We didn't want them to take our stuff. We wanted to out hustle them. We wanted to have more girls than them. We wanted to dress better than them, right? And if we didn't accomplish that, we wouldn't pick up a gun and go and shoot nobody because your shoes better than mine.
We was stomping.
No, we going to get that money, and
the top dog here. Let me stop.
Yeah, top dog.
One thing I say, we all used to kick it at the Diamond Island when you sit down.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight dip with me. Who all used to be in there though? For real.
Yeah.
Well,
27's BOS.
Yeah, I was at the joint.
And if we you was in the joint. We
Yeah,
was all
all
up in
there.
there. We was all up in there.
Yeah,
Tony
Yeah, I used to hear about
all
it.
up.
Yeah.
And if we gonna let's go outside and do it.
Yeah.
But the other than that, we was in there drinking, dancing. Yeah.
Now you got 14, 15, 16-year-olds looking to kill each other.
Yeah.
And no, not looking. They
Well,
killing.
they
are.
are killing each other.
They just
Yeah.
don't believe in thumping and fighting no more, y'all. That's a
No,
no.
not a fight, man.
They don't.
When we came up, I know for me, my mother put me in judo class, taekwondo class. Then my auntie took me down to Braggs and
Brooks.
Braggs and Pitt / Brooks,
Yeah.
right? And we used to wrestle growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going up to Franklin. If your back turned, somebody gonna whop you. You know what I mean? They gonna give you one of them whoppers, right? We played rough, right? We could fight today and wake up in the morning, we gonna fight again, or we gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Today, if you get beat up, man, listen, pack your mama up, tell grandmama and them, don't go outside, cause little KK and them coming.
Yeah.
Because you got beat up.
They gonna let it loose too, though.
Yeah, man. What you doing next month, man? Lord willing, next month is right around the corner, right?
Right.
But for the game members, that's the beginning of our evolution series.
Oh yeah.
For those of y'all that don't know, it'll be 40 years this year that our friend was murdered in the city jail. And we've come a long way. We've lost some people along the way. A lot of us have given a lot of the time in our lives to the prison system. I think if we look at it all together, we didn't gave over 400-500 years to these people. And we have brothers, man, younger brothers, sisters that have overcame a lot of obstacles and trials and tribulations. And starting next month, we're gonna really focus on those who have overcome and continue to overcome. So y'all join us next month, man, if you're still here with us. Don't miss a show. Do not miss a show. You would not you're gonna be pleased. You're gonna be pleased. We're gonna do a special show on the 4th. Where ain't no telling who gonna drop by, right? We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna try to mend some fences, and we're gonna highlight a lot of men that have taken on the challenge of being model citizens in their communities. So y'all join us, man. Please join us. And we got a series of women coming up. We're gonna do some ladies first segments. On the 30th, we have Simone Kilgore joining the show.
Okay.
Clinician, mental health clinician. Used to work with the Office of Violence Prevention and work with a lot of people, man. Good people. I know when I was going through, it was Simone that came to talk to me, and we built a working relationship. I believe, I call her when I got some things on my mind. So y'all join us, man. We're gonna have some fun. There's gonna be some changes being made to the game room. You're gonna start to see some different scenery. We want to really promote game members, not just the podcast, but the lifestyle, right? As a member of C.U.P.P, whatever is poured into this show when these guests come on, we don't want to harbor that, right? We want it to go back out to y'all. That's what Game Members is about. It's about us communicating and staying in touch with each other, but also enlightening each other when we can. And yeah, we're gonna continue, and we're gonna do some great things in this upcoming year. We got a lot of stuff in place that I believe about to take off that I don't want to talk about right now because I don't want to jinx it. But y'all will be seeing us out and about in different neighborhoods real soon. Just addressing some issues that we believe we can address before they become real problems. So give you the last word. Any last words before we get up out of here?
I'm good.
Well, I do. I just want to address the snow plowing and the complaining. Because I was just on Facebook earlier, talking, and people, they love to put down city workers. I don't know why. I guess it's just a thing. Mm-hmm. But, along with my forestry duties, I snowplow. Yeah, it's part of what we got to do. And so that last event, we was out for 6 or 7 days straight, 12-hour shifts, trying to stay ahead of the storm. Yeah. And I just want people to know, when we out there, we address the main streets, Capitol Drive, Fond du Lac, Flores, the main streets, because those streets need to be clear for the emergency vehicles and for people to get to work. We understand they have to leave their houses on the side street, but the main streets have to stay open. Your house may catch fire. Somebody may break in your house or whatever, and the emergency vehicles need to get there. Yeah. So that's what we do, and we stay on those streets until either the snow lets up, or we just get ahead of it and it's not sticking. Then we'll go to the side streets. Yeah. So if the side streets are bad, they're bad this time because doing our regular thing, focusing on the main streets, the freeze came. And it froze all the snow. And so that's just nature. So why get mad at the city because of what happened? It's nature. What can we do? If the temperature go below zero, we can't do anything. We just got to do what we do.
So I'm going to tell you why people get mad, right? Because they don't know. and they looking for somebody to blame. And well, that's a service, so it's got to be on the service, right?
It's a service, yeah.
But you got to understand that you may live on 19th Street, but your block is not going to get plowed properly if you got both sides of the street full of cars.
And that's another thing. That's another thing. Yeah. But they focus on the streets not being plowed, but they don't focus on when their neighbors park two cars right across from each other. And then I'm not gonna take a plow on that street. I'm not never finna do that.
You can't.
So they have to focus on the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's wrong in itself. But it's just the complaining and like I say, if they was able to get in these plow trucks with us and experience like some aldermen do, some people downtown they do, they go for ride-alongs.
Right.
But some of these complaining people, if you got in a plow truck at 9 at night and plow straight to 9 in the morning, and you understand, you will see in a snowstorm the people that's stuck in the snow, the trees that's down, you got to navigate around. It's a horrible thing. It really is to do it, but somebody got to do it. While everybody else in the house is supposed to be in the house, being safe in their home, we out there in this snowstorm trying to make it safe for the people.
I appreciate you, man. I know a lot of people appreciate you. I just believe that
not just me, it's a lot of us.
It's a lot of y'all, right?
All of us.
I just think that we got to do a better job of reading, right? Understanding what roles and responsibilities that y'all have, and what roles and responsibilities we have, so that y'all can do your job.
Yeah.
That's a lot of this is on us. That's why they got these, how to park, where to park, and switching sides, and you over here one night and over there one night, because when this happens, the only way they can clean your street is if you are doing what you're supposed to do, parking your cars properly. And then if you are and it don't get plowed, then you have a right to complain. But if you aren't, you really can't complain. If your neighbors aren't, go talk to your neighbors.
Yeah.
Right? Jay?
I'm good.
So first I want to say thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah.
You family anyway, man.
Yeah.
You go way back, and the door is always open, even though it's his door. I'm telling you, it's always open. Anything you want to tell the people, man?
No,
they should know.
We got to pick us a black district attorney out.
Yeah.
Lena, and Lena, whoever that we need a district attorney instead of Chisholm.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's retired. Laverne.
Yeah.
Ken Laverne. So yeah, he ain't right. Ain't nothing right, y'all. So
vote, and listen. If she ain't on the ballot, you can write Lena in. If she gets that, if she wins, she gonna take that seat. She ain't gonna turn it down, right? So maybe we need to start campaigning for her.
I will.
You know what I mean? We're gonna discuss that. Maybe we can get her on here within the next week or two. I want to talk about Vision Zero before I go, which is it's the program and strategy that has been put in place to deal with the reckless driving, carjackings, safety on the road, right? And I know a lot of people got questions, and they got, they upset about what's going on with these bump outs and the meetings and all that. But I want y'all to think about something. There hasn't been any complaints about the bump outs in these storms. It's not the bump outs that are causing problems, that are causing accidents. It's the people driving recklessly. And if you want to know more about the plan that the city has, and it's going forward, so complaining ain't gonna do nothing. If you want to get involved, there's a series of town hall meetings coming up, which I will be in attendance Thursday, January 25th, at the office of African American Affairs, 4830 West Final Lot, from 5 to 7. I'm only gonna be there to about 6:15 because we got the podcast, and I think it's imperative for you to be there. If you have questions about what's going on, how the city is going to promote safety and safe driving, these are the meetings that you need to be at, because your suggestions are going to be taken seriously. I'm on the advisory committee, and I can promise you that your suggestions will be taken seriously. However, the only way they can be taken seriously is if you come and give them. So, I want to thank you again, man. I want to thank y'all for joining us. Share the show. Invite a friend. Tell them to invite a friend, and for them to invite a friend. And all y'all come on in, man. It's the Game Members Podcast, and until Thursday.
Yeah.
I guess Thursday it is, man. Till then, I'm Sean Moe, the Capo,
I'm Top Dog.
tonight.
J-Lon J Senior.
Peace.
Peace.
One love, man. One love for life. Forever. We out. Y'all have a good one. All right, y'all. Take it easy.
Lock that thing back. You want to lock it back.